Okay, so as you can tell, I fastened off. With this part in the middle of the beginning, you should be able to just snip. Don't cut too close to the stitch because it kind of blends in. You can't really tell when it pulls. It just fades in. So the beginning yarn you can cut and get rid of that. So now I'm going to show you how to start with another color. So I did a very different color so that way you could see the contrast. People like to do all sorts of colors. They do one row of each. Sometimes they alternate. It's all up to you once you get comfortable. But this is what you're going to do every time you want to alternate a color. So you're going to, I like to leave this end over here because I crochet it in together so some of the yarn stays, which I will show you. So just try to start somewhere where you're going to come across this. You will at some point, but I like to do it in the beginning just that way I can trim this at the beginning to get it over with. So you're going to insert your hook into the corner. You are going to put the yarn over like this. You are going to pull through, and then you're going to take both strands, which is the working yarn and the tail, and you're going to pull through. And then I pull the tail out and I place it over, and you just pull down. So again, and see how easy that comes off? It's awesome. You're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then almost like you're doing a chain. You're going to pull through with both strands, and then you're going to just take the tail, if I can figure out what one it is, and pull out that tail, and then you're going to cross it over. So then you're going to chain 3. Chain 1, 2, 3. And now when I crochet, I hold this down so that way it sits under the stitches I'm doing just to hold that yarn in place. So again, 2 double crochet, yarn over, insert, pull up 3, yarn over 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull up 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you're going to do your chain 2, and then again it's yarn over, insert, and pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull up 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now, as you can tell, we have made it to this part where there's a gap here. You don't have to chain for that part. You just yarn over, and you only do 3 in between. So yarn over, pull through, so 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. And as you can tell, this is starting to go under, which just gives some extra support for the yarn, so that way it stays together, just as you did with this yarn up here. Yarn over. Okay, so see, and that's all it is. It's just 1 3 cluster. So then, get that out of the way. I'm going to do the corner. Again, it's 3 double crochet, 2 chains, 3 double crochet. And then when you get to the middle, so here, let me show you closer. There's 2 every time you do a row, you'll get more of these gaps, and that's where you do just the 3 crochet. You don't have to do like you do in the corners. So I'm going to send you like a written pattern too, and probably some websites that might help if you're having any trouble figuring it out. So again, when you're in the middle of the row, it's only a 3 double crochet, unlike the corners. So 1, here's a corner, 2, 3, 2 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then again you're going to do your 3 double crochet cluster. 1, 2, 3, and then the last corner, 1, 2, 3, 2 chains, 1, 2, 3, and then the last center one, you're doing that single cluster of 1, 2, and then 3. So now you're going to end, you're going to do the slip stitch again with this one into this corner. Right there, and you're going to again slip stitch, and then you're going to do 1 slip stitch and 2 slip stitches, so 3 all together to get you to that corner. And again, so it's basically just a lot of repeating around. You can make it as big as you want, you can do as many colors as you want. For baby blankets that I just did, I did like 26 inches by 26 inches, which was like big enough for, you know, swaddling and laying, you know, together, laying the blanket over the baby, however the parent wants to do it. So the thing to remember is just the corners are where you do 6 double crochet. In the middle you do just the one cluster of double crochet, and that's how it gets bigger because the spaces start to show up more. So for this next row you'll go from 2 spaces, it should be, hold on, I'll tell you in a minute. And then once you get like fast enough and used to it, you kind of don't even need to look at what you're doing, which is a great thing. Like I crochet a lot at night when we're watching TV, and it is awesome because I don't have to really pay attention to what I am doing. And once you get the double stitch down, you'll be able to do a ton of different patterns, a ton of different scarves and hats, and just fun things to do. Some people even like to just make like face scrubbies with yarn for when you wash your face with double crochet stitches. So you'll end up with 1, 2, 3 slots. So every time you do, excuse me, another row, you should end up with 1 more space. So, and then you just keep going. 1, 2, 3, double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to show you really quick. So when you fasten off, like say this is the end, you just weave in, here, I'll do it here. I'll show you. So I'm going to just fasten off this stitch here. I like to do just an extra like knot if you can, just something to give it some extra strength. So then you just weave it in, so you can take it and you can go through the top stitches, you can do through the double crochet stitches. I kind of just do them everywhere without much thought, except for like following somewhat of a pattern, the pattern or the stitch, so that way you can't really tell that you've woven the ends. But so that way you're not cutting too close to the knot if it like were to fray or get washed too many times. At least then you'll have some extra yarn holding that piece together. So I'll do something like that, and then you just trim as close as you can, but not super close, and then you'll have your finished project. So this is only a obviously not finished square, but without this you can tell, you can see your square. People also make small ones like this and then stitch them together in different colors to make a granny square blanket with multiple squares. And there's so many options. There's hexagons, I've seen people do like granny squares with circles in between and flowers, and there's just so many different options for granny square. Once you get the pattern of like 3 double crochets and then the chains and 3 double crochets, you're basically unlimited in what you can do. So I hope these helped. Again, just practice. If you need anything, I'll send over a pattern. I'll send over a couple links that even show you again step by step how to do these stitches, like how to do a double crochet. And just have fun with it. Enjoy. Someone told me last night that God doesn't make mistakes. I don't know if you're religious, that God doesn't make mistakes. So don't get upset if you make a mistake in your pattern, because nothing is ever perfect. So just have fun with it. And I'm around if you have any questions. So thanks for letting me teach you. This was a good practice. Have a great one. Bye.